Okay. Today I have extra beauty in my studio. Hello and welcome to The Standpoint. My guest today is one of the most misunderstood young women in this country called GH. You know, she's tried, and she's still trying, but still, this is GH. This is our Ghana. We know how to do things. We need to tell you that, Charlie, you're moving too fast. Mebuba. That better now by a PhD, pull you down. Anyway, she's been classified as controversial. Some say she's a monster. Some say she's evil. But today we are here to find out the myths, the truths, the controversies, and bottom line, who is Inner Party. Well, let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth today. My dress was made for me by Ophelia Nyantechi of ABS Collection. Thank you so much to her. My shoes, as always, by Ayers Boutique Online. Makeup products by Paba Cosmetics, applied by Nuts Beauty Studio. My hair, today I'm, rocking my natural short hair. But of course, it's always fixed by Crisel Beauty Studio and Spa. That's Crisel Hair Studio and Spa. They are at East Legon and Airport. Always go to them. You get the wigs, you get the weave on, you get the natural look. They do massage, they do home service. Everything you need, they'll fix you. So go there, patronize them, and let them continue supporting us. We take a break. When we come back, we get up close and very personal with Inner Party. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. If you just joined us today, my guest is Inner Party, one of the most vilified women in this country, young women. And I always tell you that as Ghanaians, what we don't understand, we stigmatize, we demonize, we just criminalize and we bury the person without getting to know the person. So today, I want to find out for myself, and we need to find out who she is, where she's coming from, what is really going on. Who is Inner Party? Well, let me say thank you to our sponsors, GTP, who say, well, I can say this about, Inner's beauty. Her style is ageless. Our pattern limitless. Designs are endless. And our beauty never fades. GTP, timeless. We are also sponsored by Ghana Oil Company Limited. Homegrown business. That is what we support. Ghanaians, let's support our own. Let's push our own. That is the only way we can stand out and also be counted among the greats. Anyway, again, I say thank you to House of Foods, Cake Technique, Awake Purified Mineral Water, and of course, Royal Drinks. But straight to my guest today. She is Inner Party. She's the Chief Executive Officer of Exclusive Events Ghana Limited and chairperson or chairman of Miss Ghana Foundation. Inner, welcome to The Standpoint.
Thank you for having me, Auntie Gifty.
Good to have you.
Pleasure.
Do you regret ever taking over the Miss Ghana franchise?
Not at all. I don't.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Irrespective of what you've, in spite of and despite, let me use all the words I know, all that you've been through the past few years, you have no regrets?
I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I mean, it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I've been a part of. I am a Miss Ghana title holder. I was Miss Ghana in 2004. So I am a queen for life. I'm a title holder for life. Right. And in terms of taking over, the reason why I took over was to reposition the brand, to build it, to revamp it, to empower women, to impact the lives of the less privileged. That's something I'm very passionate about. I've been passionate about impacting the lives of the less privileged since I was, a teenager. So it's something that you can't take away from me. Indeed, yes, it is hurtful, considering how people would vilify and bash you and try to deliberately, attack your personality or deliberately tarnish your hard-earned reputation. It is hurtful. And sometimes you feel like, oh, you want to give up. Is it really worth your time? Considering, okay, my background, I'm quite an intelligent lady, and taking over, everyone thought for a first class, you know, business, finance, accounting, masters from LSE.
Okay, hold on.
What the hell are you doing?
Hold on. First class, First class, what? You did?
Yes. BSc in banking and finance at the University of Ghana Business School. Yes, I did graduate with a first class.
I see.
And prior to that, I mean, in senior high school, I attended Wesley Girls High School.
This was which year?
2006/7.
That's this 2-3 years after you won the Miss Ghana.
Yes. I was bent on not having, you know, the title affect my records, because people felt that, okay, once you won Miss Ghana, it'll be about the, you know, world out there, the exposure, and you wouldn't take your studies seriously as was. So I'm someone who's quite focused and a go-getter. I know what I want and I go for it. So yeah. So
how was your experience as Miss Ghana?
It was wonderful, to be honest. I was crowned in 2004 September, I believe 25th.
You do remember the date?
Absolutely.
What kind of process did you go through to emerge as a winner?
Well, I would say that
you represented a region.
Yes, Ashanti region, and I won there. I remember, I'm not an Ashanti, my sister is.
I was going to ask.
And okay, so when I caught wind of Miss Ghana being hosted in that particular year by young women, Shirley, you know, and her partner, I felt that was the time I would like to, you know, compete for Miss Ghana. And auditions were over, more or less. So I walked to the office and I said, introduced myself, and I said, I'd like to compete. And I said, okay. So Shirley invited the chaperone then, who was a lecturer at UCC. And they interviewed me and they said, well, you've qualified. We've got, I think the only region left at that time was Ashanti region. And I visited them, I think it was on a Monday or Tuesday. And they mentioned they were traveling, either was it Thursday, Friday to Kumasi. And if I'd like to join the team, then I can go and compete there. And I said, why not? And I remember one of the things that distinguished me from the other contestants was the fact that I greeted, you know, the audience in Chi. That I had to practice. My sister sent me a vocal.
Because still, your Chi is still bad.
Very, very. She sent me a recorded, like a vocal on Mi Mama Jo or Mi Mama Chi. And then my speech was on the aged, okay? And I remember the quote or adage that I used was, I was I won't share no man. It's in tutu. I still remember.
I'm sure that gives me goosebumps. That gives me goosebumps.
I mean, because everyone else, I mean, at the end of the day, like you rightly mentioned, you need to be different, you know? So I guess aside being intelligent and I think beautiful. You
still are very beautiful.
Sometimes.
But you really wanted to contest because
absolutely.
When they said they were going to, you didn't come from, you know, you still don't come from the Ashanti, but you traveled to go there.
Yes,
Why did you want it that much?
I would say right from when I was really young, probably maybe from 6 or 10, I used to watch the Miss World pageant. And they would ask them questions about Renaissance and you thought, wow, you know, combination of beauty, intelligence, poise, and impacting society. That's what I want to do. That's where I want to be. So fast forward to when I was in junior high school, I remember my cousin and I used to like to either give stuff to, whether it's clothes, what have you. So one day we decided we wanted to support Jowolu, you know, the special school. And next to her house, they used to live at the airport residential area, and there was this popular spot called Pokey House. And then I think we just completed JSS, and we noticed all the guys would come around and just buy drink and get happy, marry, and what have you. And we thought, why don't they give that money to us so we can, you know, do something for the kids? So my aunt said, well, we can't go in there because we're underage. So we had a chaperone, her elder cousin, who took us. And we, you know, did a presentation to them. And it's okay, that's very kind of you. But they felt that, okay, maybe these girls just want money to go and braid their hair. You know, those days you had to cut your hair. So they said, no, we'd rather give you products, what have you. So in as much as we tried to support, people wouldn't really want to, you know, give you a lending hand for whatever reason. But then fast forward, when you watch the lives of Miss Ghana title holders growing up, you'd realize they would embark on one social intervention project or the other. And obviously, based on the media exposure they would get, you'd see that corporate Ghana was indeed supporting such women because they had the title and they had the voice. So I felt, okay, so it's a two-way ticket. You get to represent Ghana at Miss World that I had always wanted to be, and you'd have that voice and the respect to be able to knock on doors to impact society. Growing up, I think it was a value instilled in us that, I mean, in our own little way, we felt privileged. So no matter how over or mid-level privilege you were, there were people who were worse off. So always try and empathize with them, and if you can, support them, you know. So that's something that I've always believed in, and at any point in time in my life, whether I had a title or not, it's something that I would do willingly, you know. So these are the reasons with which I felt, okay, it was time, I was going to compete for Miss Ghana, and the rest is, you know, history.
Let me ask you, Ina, before I take a break, are you hurting from all that is going on? Are you still hurt?
I think so. I won't lie, yeah. I remember a diplomat called me some time ago and said, oh, I saw your, you know, publication. He called it like a PhD, you know. And I'm like, oh, he says, oh, but you should let it go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why? It happens a lot of times, you know. At some point, if someone misbehaves and you put them in check or what have you, then the person feels upset, and we feel the best way to get at you is to probably go on air, find someone who is willing to, you know, not dig into or be professional enough and just tarnish your reputation. And when you look at how much you have sacrificed, how much effort you have put in, your passion and your drive to want to build something that will be of lasting impression and of lasting benefit to posterity, for country, above all, to your own, you know, detriment. I mean, come on, naturally, I mean, I'm human. I might come across as tough and stuff, but it's something that, yeah, it does, to be honest. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because you come across as, you know, you don't really care. No matter what they throw your way, you'll keep moving, you'll keep pushing, you keep, you know, soaring, well, like the eagle.
By grace, yes, you have the strength of character to carry on, but at some point you pause and you reflect. You live in a community. People would, everywhere you go, people, clients, friends, people are concerned and people raise it up and blah, blah, blah. And then you realize the magnitude of the damage and you realize, oh my goodness, do you get where I'm coming from? So naturally you would. In as much as you keep on going, like I mentioned, I'm quite focused, okay? So it's about the end results, it's about getting things done. You will keep on moving, but at some point, these things do get at you. You're human.
You're a human, and on that human, note, let me take a break. Well, remember, this program is also aired on ABN TV on Sky Channel 195, which is across Western Europe, parts of Canada and Asia. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Oval. We also aired on Virgin TV, on Virgin TV channel 842 in United Kingdom. Our YouTube channel is very much patronized, so subscribe to it. It's The Standpoint. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Like our page as well. We take a break. When we come back, Ina Mariam Patti, the global citizen. Let's explore the Ghanaian in her. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. We are talking to Ina Mariam Patti. Well, before I get on with the discussion, let me say thank you to Go-Got Yogurt. As a woman, yogurt is very good for you. And if you're going for yogurt, it is Go-Got Yogurt. Again, made in Ghana. Daddy Cool also supports her. They make pastries. He had a younger man who, when he was growing up in Kumasi, he thought his mother was the worst mother because she was making him go to the kitchen. Now he is making a living out of that training. Mothers, God help mothers. Well, again, thank you to Yet Cleaning Services. They keep our environment clean all the time. My cloth is by GTP, dress made for me by Ophelia of ABS Collection. She is at Dansuma near the roundabout. Makeup products by Power Cosmetics and Applied by Makeup and more. My shoes today, as always, by
very nice,
nice shoes. Thank you. By IS Boutique Online, and my hair was styled for me by Chriselle Hair and Beauty Spa. Now, Ina is the chief executive of Exclusive Events Ghana Limited. They organize a Miss Ghana beauty pageant and Mr. Ghana. Interesting, Mr. Ghana as well. And I have with me in the studio the beautiful young ladies, the beautiful Miss Ghana. Hello.
Hi.
They have the first runner-up and the second runner-up as well. Good to see you. Would you say that you know Ina very well? Are you finding out something new about her?
Yes.
A lot, right?
Yes.
And then we also have a Mr. second runner-up of Mr. Ghana. Good to see you. Yeah, you're fine, mind. Are some people bothering you?
Not yet.
Not yet. That means you're expecting. Ina,
Yes, Auntie Gifty.
when did the Mr. Ghana also come in?
2014.
2014, okay.
Yeah, reason Miss World has started organizing Mr. World as well. So
Okay.
it's to give the young men the opportunity to be groomed, to be able to impact society. Of course, their lives will be impacted as well, but
Okay.
that was the whole idea. And as such,
Okay.
as franchise holders, automatically, we had to.
One thing I find, about you is that you seem to have done your research very well before taking up this franchise, because immediately you made inroads into the Miss World.
Yeah, by grace, yeah.
I think you brought the lady here.
Well, first of all, yes, we hosted Miss World twice.
Yes.
2012, 2013 back to back, and hopefully this year, God willing, we will be
Okay.
hosting them again. Yes, we did. And of course, we came third at Miss World. It's never happened before. We are thereby earning title Miss World Africa, and then we also won a Miss Africa title
That's
competition.
under you?
Yes, we did. We did.
You must be
and there was
applauding
much
you.
more we could do if people didn't want to,
I see.
Thank you. We did.
Yeah, you were saying there's a lot more you can do.
Absolutely. For us, the ultimate was winning Miss World title. The ultimate is hosting the World event here.
You hope for it to happen
Well,
under your...
one day, inshallah, God willing, yes, one day.
Tell me about growing up. You said you grew up in Nigeria.
Yeah.
How was it like growing up in Nigeria?
Wonderful. Wonderful, to be honest.
How did you end up in Nigeria? Is there any part of you Nigerian?
Well, my father was a diplomat. He used to be Ghana's
Okay.
High Commissioner to Nigeria. So we
Okay.
lived in Lagos and then moved to Kano, the northern part, for some time, and then relocated in 95. And growing up was wonderful. I noticed, or I realized that sometimes I wonder if children of today would ever enjoy childhood, would enjoy friendships. True friendships, in the sense that growing up you could play with your neighbors, you would bond, that you
A
develop.
diplomat's daughter, you played in neighbors.
Absolutely. I mean, when we moved to the north, which was Kano in particular, we used to live in an area called GRA, Nasarawa, and you had neighbors. Coincidentally, we were privileged to be neighbors with the Abachas, with the Waziri Abacha used to be the former president of Nigeria. And I mean, you'd play, you have slumber parties, you would build house. My mother had a poultry farm. We would go and, steal some of the chicken and make like, would use like empty Milo tins and make fire. And
you did?
Oh, yes, we did.
Okay.
It was fun.
So at what age did you come back to Ghana?
15.
15. At that time, had you been Nigerialized?
How do you mean?
did you pick up some Nigerian tendencies and habits? Because, I see the positive aggressiveness of the average, Nigerian woman in you.
Possibly I got that from that, but my mother is tough. She's a go-getter. She's strong, to be honest. I think I draw that strength from her as well. My father is overly principled. I thought I was principled, but trust me, he's like the professor in being principled, yes. So you get that, from them. And naturally, like you rightly said, in Nigeria, they're very aggressive. They're go-getters. Failure is not an option kind of an attitude.
Right.
And they don't, they challenge each other. I doubt if they really destroy each other, really. They
I knew that was coming.
No, they
support each other.
They
That's
appreciate
true.
good
That's
things.
true.
When
That's
they see something good or you're achieving something, they want to know what's the secret. What can I also do, either to challenge you or to chart my own path, then they grow together. No wonder they used to say they used to be the biggest economy. Now they have challenges nonetheless, but I'm sure they'll bounce
because
back.
my Nigerian friends always, wonder when I tell them that I'm struggling with sponsorship with the standpoint. They're like, really?
And that's why for us, I mean, one of the things we do with the Miss Ghana Foundation, having the Kids Bazaar, the important thing is having privileged kids come play, raise funds to support the less privileged. Because if you teach kids at a young age to learn to give back, to learn to appreciate that some people are not as privileged as you, when they grow up and they sit in corporate organizations or public sectors, they would appreciate the fact that, oh, we need to take our corporate social responsibility seriously and want to give out.
And what role do you want to hope, or what role are you going to play to change?
We are trying in our
mentality?
own way. Sometimes I come across like a fighter, and remember one said, hey, you've become like Buku and Banku. Yeah, because it's like, I mean, there's certain things that are like just straightforward, but people are so myopic and they're thinking that, for instance, you go looking for sponsorship and they go, oh, it's a beauty pageant. Yes, it is a beauty pageant. That is the vehicle through which we select the ambassadors. But after that, it's 1 year long of impacting society and also transforming their lives. You make work so difficult that even with them, you know, if you don't have that strength or you're not a go-getter, you would give up. Yeah, you would.
Do you have other siblings?
Oh, yes. We're a large family. 7.
Okay, you're 7.
Inclusive of me.
You are
Including
number...
me. I'm the 4th. Yes.
How many girls and how many boys?
5 girls and
5
2 boys.
girls and 2 boys.
Yeah.
What do they think of you?
Huh. Okay, we have a family. We have a family, you know, group, and they say I'm the... Okay. Growing up in the neighborhood, they call me Margaret Thatcher, and I'm the Jata, more or less. Yeah. Sorry, Jaguda. That's the word.
What is a Jaguda?
Jaguda, I think it's a Nigerian term. It's like hard woman.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have the extremes. Like my older sister, she's a diplomat, very sweet, and yeah. My brother is a philosopher. I'm the Jaguda. Yeah, and my other sister is a hopeless romantic, and you know, yeah. So we have that balance.
Okay, okay. So where do you come from? Apart from being a global citizen, when it comes to Ghana?
Okay, so I like to be fair. You know, we have patrilineal and matrilineal and what have you, but for me, it takes 2.
Okay.
So I insist on belonging to 2 places.
Okay.
My father is from the Upper East region, particularly Navrongo.
Navrongo.
And my mother is Ga from Jamestown.
Okay.
So...
Okay. So your father is from Navrongo?
Yes.
Kwetam.
Kogara. Mutiyani.
I was just hoping she can't answer.
At least I can greet. But I speak Hausa very well.
You speak Hausa very well, okay. And your mother
Ga.
is Ga. So
yes. In Kole, I'm sure.
I can tell. I can tell. Mothers always win, don't they? Is your father still alive?
Absolutely, by grace. He's going to be 80 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
that's nice.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
At least I've met your mother.
Yeah.
I know your mother is very much supportive,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Oh, poor woman. Sometimes they drag her along.
Chale.
That,
God bless her.
God bless. But your dad, does he read some of the stuff written about you?
Oh, my goodness. Like I said, my dad, I mean, someone says don't say that, but he always says, well, he's glad he's that old and soon he would depart because in our world today, he's not sure. I tell him that, but he says in our world today, he's not sure he can live in this world today in the sense that, like we rightly pointed, the fact that people would deliberately want to destroy someone because you can't stand them or you hate them or you're envious. I mean, what kind of life is that, you know? Yeah. I mean, he's, like I said, sometimes I think he lives, sometimes I have that thing as a fairy tale world. He can't believe people can be dishonest. He can't believe people can be evil. He can't believe people can be, he just sees good in everyone. Yeah. Until, you know, you hit him and he goes like, really? Did they do that? I'm like, this is Ghana today. Yeah. And the Ghana, he spoke about growing up when we were kids, he'll talk about Ghana, the fact that, I mean, as kids, when you're driving in town and you have your ice cream and stuff and you want to throw, no, you put it in the car, you get home, you put it in the trash. Today, it's like our value system is broken.
I'm sure you're sitting watching and wondering, is this the monster we read about? If she's really what we are seeing, why is she being so vilified? Why all these stories about her? Yeah. Aren't you wondering? But Meta, are you also being pimped?
Oh, there's nothing like that.
We'll take a break, we'll be back. Back to to the stamper. I can't believe we are almost finishing. This one we'll have to do part 2 some other time. Let me say thank you to Nat's Beauty Studio for my makeup. GTP, still timeless. And this is their message. It's beautiful. Our style is ageless, our pattern limitless, and designs are endless. Our beauty never fades. GTP, timeless. And Goil Ghana Oil Company Limited, Pankasa, their homegrown business, patronize Ghana Oil, products, and let's grow Ghana together. That is the only way we can also make it. That's the only way we can stand out. Okay? Ina.
Yes, Auntie Gifty.
Whose toes did you step on? Are you doing something behind the scenes? And, are you doing something wrong somewhere? I mean, you're not the first
I'm
person.
human.
It was done to us. I mean, I'm still going through it. But, Charlie, where you are and what you do, it's like, I don't know. The other franchise holders, is that how they did it to them? Did they do the same to Shirley?
Well, okay. So when I was crowned, did I really? I didn't. The only story I had was 2005, right after I handed over, because after that I just buried my head in my books. I needed to make up to ensure my grades didn't suffer. But there was just the issue of like prizes and stuff that the Queen took her to court, what have you. But that, like I said, I have no idea what went on. And I can't answer.
But you didn't have that problem with her?
No, I didn't have that problem. I remember when all these attacks and stuff, first of all, I mean, Reginald, I like to call him chairman. He's the franchise holder, and he sold to us. But he was gutted, and he felt that. I remember he did a story saying, I might be too hard. Maybe I may be too hard, so I need to probably loosen up a bit and try and understand the girls and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, that whatever happened, people deliberately defaming you isn't about being hard, to be honest. Yes, we can be, it's an organization. Yeah. What people fail to see is sometimes I think people think, okay, it's Miss Ghana, it's just let's have fun and walk in the pack. And you ask yourself, if you're working in a financial institution, if you're working with an insurance company, you would adhere to code of conduct. You would adhere to corporate culture. You would do what is right. Why? Because it's a bank? Because is it an insurance company? Because a government agency? Yeah. So you have some of these challenges. Or sometimes people have expectations that, I'm not sure. Only God can meet those expectations, to be honest. You come on board and management has tried to put together a nice show, for instance, we're the only pageant, not just in Ghana, but all over the world, that works with 3 queens, that provide vehicles for all the 3 queens to use, or have 3 vehicles at their disposal. You've got the winner who eventually keeps her car at the end of a successful reign. Okay. Then the runner-ups use it during the official, duties. And then when they're done, they hand over to the next person. So to the outside person, hey, they have cars and da. So of course, there's money to be made. Forgetting it's about coming to work hard.
But Ina, do you put all these in their contracts? Do you make them understand that, listen, you would only get the car at the end of a successful reign?
Absolutely.
And first run or second, you are just using it for the year. After that, you give the car back to us.
Absolutely. I went through that. At the end of my reign, my car was handed over to me. The reason is because, let's say you're crowned Miss Ghana, okay? And like I have experienced, I don't know about the past, but things have changed, I think so. But I still think those type of ladies or ladies with those qualities we're looking for still exist. But unfortunately for us, some of them come around who maybe they're only interested in the luxuries, like we call it cash, car, and crown. Maybe they're only interested in fame. You get where I'm coming? So when they come in during interviews, they'll tell you, sweet talk you, and say, I want to do this, I want to impact society. But reality on the ground, they're not prepared to work hard. So that in itself, you come in with a selfish intent. It's not about service to country. So when you come in and you realize, okay, you can't just have your way, come in and expect overnight a car is transferred to you, it becomes a problem. Secondly, what if along the line, God forbid, a queen passes or is incapacitated? Do you get where I'm coming from? Someone has to step in to complete the reign. So are you saying now you have to find another car company to buy a car? No. So these structures are in place to protect both parties. It's been there, and I understand why it's been done. I mean, luckily, some of the queens are here, so you can ask them.
But in your case, it's
Yeah.
been like back to back, 3 queens, back to back, all saying stories about you,
Yeah.
and what is this bit about you, giving them to men, wanting them to sleep with men, to get sponsorship for you or to get money for you and all that? Because you don't come across as somebody who does that yourself. So what is going on?
Thankfully for us, we decided to take it up legally because enough is enough, because we feel that once the court deal with it, it will serve as a precedent so that subsequent queens will misbehave, and hopefully some journalists will also be professional in their reportages, because you can't get up and defame people like that. I mean, really? Gosh.
Do you think your brand has been affected with all these rumors?
Oh,
because
naturally.
I can understand that because it's in court, we can't go much into it.
Yeah.
But you think your brand has been...
Naturally, because for your existing clients that you've worked with since 2012, they're happy to continue with you because they know what your value systems are, they've worked with you and they're happy. But for those who are new, they don't know you. So prospecting or trying to find a new client is daunting. It's Herculean. I'm sure even the contestants will tell you when they're the queens, when they're working on their charity projects and they knock on doors, the first thing is they ask those questions. Yeah. And those who are convinced would say, okay, but luckily for us too, because it's in court and stuff, people feel, okay, they're taking it seriously because in the past they were quiet and what have you. So it has, absolutely so.
Yeah.
It has.
Initially when I heard, I was like, I should just have ignored it.
A lot of people say that.
I started Googling the name, and then when the stories started coming, some of us, because of maybe, we'll
You're
just
used
say,
to the Ghanaian.
But with you deal more or less directly
Global.
with the global community.
Yes, we do. We're not just...
Does it make you nervous now when you are, let's say, searching for, auditioning for contestants? And then when you have to go through the process, select the queen, does it influence who?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it doesn't make me nervous, but the question is trust. The question is ability to give people an opportunity to prove themselves. If gone were the days I would just give you a clean slate and said, prove yourself, now it's like I give you like 5% off that slate. Because people can be, for lack of a better word, okay, we'll leave. People can be so deceptive. People can be so cunning. People can be so two-faced. But I think, and sometimes you'd want to even be closed and not be that welcoming anymore. But that was how it was in the beginning. But because it's something you're passionate about, eventually, it's like a mother and a child. Eventually, when you have a new crop and the people are not going a bit wayward, then normally I'm just going to ignore you, but you just can't help it. But guide them, it's okay. Your style, your poise, blah, blah, blah. You have to eventually.
So now you've relaxed a bit.
Oh, absolutely.
You're beginning to trust.
No. As for the trust, no. You have to earn it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do agree.
You have to.
Yeah.
And I say we're blessed. The young ladies who came on board this year are trustworthy. They're focused. They're actually hardworking, to be honest.
Do you think that there's a part of this whole thing aimed at making sure you give up?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I remember the first time that we were attacked. That was 2014. A journalist said to me that, he said to, was it in English, in Tree, it's like, you cry, you just got back from London, now I've license, and you think, they'll deal with you. And I'm like, what's that for? But I ignored it. And then fast forward, others will say, oh, we actually paid to do what we're doing, so don't even bother explaining. And I'm like, what? Yes. And then someone goes, oh, it's all about just so you give up, and then they will take the franchise, and all they would. And I thought that it's a business. We bought the franchise. So how do we give up when we've invested?
So you're not giving up?
Absolutely not. So
honey,
try again.
How far do you want to take Miss Ghana? How long would you think you want to hold on? And how different would you want it to be from even your time?
Oh, there's a lot we want to do, but I can't. We have a beautiful vision for it. But the truth is, I can't do it on my own. You need the right team to support you. You need corporate Ghana to support you. You need government to support you. You need citizens to support you. A typical example is if you want to perform well at Miss World. Now they're introducing voting. And we don't vote. We don't vote. I don't know what is wrong. We don't support each other. You look, Liberia, we're overly populated in Liberia. But in 2017, when Afua represented us, Afua is such a fantastic young lady. And we had hopes that definitely she was going to get to the finals. And we missed out because of voting. And Liberia even made it. And you wonder, they voted. So there's a lot we want to do for the brand, but I can't do it alone.
What do you do for relaxation?
I think sometimes I'm too serious. But
that's why I just came to it, because we can get it too serious.
But okay. My intelligent friends say, like, don't say that, but that's how I unwind. I love to watch Telemundo. I know the Ghanaian movie industry would, chop my head, but it just takes me, into this fairy tale world with the love scenes and the mafia. I like the mafia ones with the Colombians and, and then that's that one. And then if I can afford it, I love to travel, to unwind. I love the cold weather, so I want some cold wind to slap me in the face and I feel brand new. I love to read. I like to cook and host if I have the time. And I think these are, I like to dance too. Even I have like a one-way dance, but so these are some of the things.
Do you believe in love?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Is Ina in love?
Not yet.
But have been before?
Oh, I have been before.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you will be again?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We'll leave it there. And there was a gap between your winning Miss Ghana and then coming back. What did you do in between there? Where did you go?
Okay, so 2004 completed, handed over 2005.
Yeah.
Was back at University of Ghana, completed 2006, 2007. Then right after that, I worked a bit, then went to further my studies, master's at London School of Economics.
Okay.
Then I graduated
London
July.
School of Economics?
Yes. Graduated July 2008, and then I worked a bit. I was a headhunter, and then I worked a bit at the London Stock Exchange, and then I came back.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
So I came back to Ghana, and I was hoping to, continue with my law program, and there were, issues and stuff, but that's what I've been doing. Then we set up.
But do you hope to go back to law sometime?
Once I find my clone, in the sense that to run Miss Ghana, you really have to be passionate about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Takes everything.
It takes everything and gives you very little. In terms of those who are interested in like the financial rewards, it gives you very little or nothing. So you must really love it to want to do it, to be honest. So when you find that person who can manage it, then okay, it's okay, I'm taking some time off and going to law. But it's something, God willing, inshallah, I'm going to do it. Yes.
Has Dad been blackmailing you about marriage?
No. Once in a while, last year he goes, oh, but you should think about settling down. It's like work. And I'm like, don't worry, at the right time I will. He goes like, everything work, but you need to. And I'm like, I will at the right time.
And Mom?
Oh, she does. Last year, she was like, hey, die. But what's your worry? Like you have crazy faith. I also have crazy faith. For me, I believe marriage, it has to be till death do you part. And you have to trust, respect, and love each other. So until you find that, I wouldn't settle for less. No. No. So, yeah.
Yeah, I see them say, yeah. Look at that. Hey, Mr. Ghana, second runner is clapping. You have to be one day to. That's the.
Yeah, so we groom the young men to be trustworthy, to be loyal and faithful and honest, Yeah, and be hands-on, be gentlemen. Let your women feel respected, loved, and cherished. Help out, They feel that, macho, they wouldn't clean up, they wouldn't take care of the kids, and, I'm the man. Can you imagine? No. No. So.
Oh, Lord, I can talk to you forever. Now, in conclusion.
Yes.
What do you want the Ghanaian to know about you?
Okay, so basically, I'm very down to earth, even though I can come out as too stiff and overly hard and overly principled. But
I can confirm that.
I'm human, okay? When it's work, we're down to getting work done, results. And when we're having fun, we're playing, we can let our head down and play. So basically, I'm someone who is focused, who is principled, hardworking, ambitious, who wants to do good by all in my own little way. So don't be intimidated. Don't be negatively influenced by what you hear. Be discerning. Read between the lines and sometimes analyze personalities, to be honest with you, because you can't take things, comments, hook, line and sinker. As a country, we do it. That's why I said it's the same brush. Politics, business, personal life, no. It's about time as citizens you are discerning. If you are discerning, the journalist will report what is fact and not sensation. So on that note, we're there to impact the lives of your young girls, young boys, and most importantly, society. So
You've launched Miss Ghana 2019.
absolutely, we have.
Okay, so what's the next? Which areas are you going to go? How are you going to go about it so that the young ladies watching who want to be a part of it can prep themselves up for it?
All I can say is if you want to be a part of the Miss Ghana brand, if you believe in beauty with a purpose, we're here for you. If you believe in, impacting lives, Miss Ghana brand is there for you. So follow the social media pages on Twitter, on Facebook, Miss Ghana, Instagram, and it's Miss Ghana Official. We will communicate the exact dates for auditioning, and you can be a part of the wonderful family. Believe you me, it is a life-changing experience. I'm a living testimony.
Thank you very much. Good to have you on the standpoint. And I have a lady here called Frida. She has a parcel for you, nicely packaged. On behalf of the standpoint, we'd like to say thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I
didn't know you
are called Makers. What?
Impactors Creative Hub.
Say it again.
Impactors Creative Hub.
Impactors. Oh, okay. The packaging is beautiful.
I know you don't want to spoil it. I wish you can see what is in there, but it's really beautiful. Yes, you can.
Sure. I love gifts, by the way.
Yes, she can open it for you.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh Lord. I know, right? I wouldn't have.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Oh,
beautiful. And you know what? Let me confess. Usually when I'm having tea, it's a beautiful. So this is beautiful. Thank you. I shall send you pictures of me with my tea.
Okay.
Oh, and look at this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, it's beautiful.
The way she packages it.
Absolutely.
Okay, Frida. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
I'll be back with a bit of me.
Your purpose is very much connected to your drive, your passion, the things that you care most about in this world. And then, you have to deliberately put yourself on a path that's going to get you there. And I always tell people, if it's not a part of your purpose, then it's a distraction. You really want to pay attention to your desires. What are the things that you're passionate about? What problems do you want to see solved in this world? What do you enjoy doing? What comes natural to you? What do you do with the least amount of effort very well? And so, identifying your gifts, talents, skill sets, and abilities, those are clues to unlock what your purpose is in life. Purpose transcends profits, because anything you do just for money, eventually it will wear you out. You will become tired. It'll be more tempting for you to quit, and you won't have any fulfillment in it. I don't care how many zeros are in your bank account. Eventually, you won't have the joy and the fulfillment of doing it. And so if you tie your purpose to your profits, you can still profit. And you're not taking any losses. You're just you're attaching something internal to the reason you're earning the money.
Yes, so this is what we've become. This is who we are. We try very hard to destroy each other without knowing the stories, without even verifying. Sometimes people even really close to you who should know you better are the very ones who sell you out. But can we stop believing in who we are? Can we stop believing in Ghana? Can we stop believing in what we have? You see, I have said this over and over again. And I pick it up from something my husband said. And he keeps saying it. You see, until we try hard to culturize and treat everything we borrow from outside from our traditional point of view, we will fail. We'll become irrelevant. We become the worst of the human race. You can't be, better than the original. We have borrowed everything from the Western world, and we are forgetting who we are as Ghanaians, who we are as a people, our tradition, our culture, our beliefs, our way of life, supporting each other, being there for each other, trusting in each other. We've become too selfish as a people. And until we think and think again, until we begin to look inward, until we begin to work on ourselves, I'm sorry, but we are lost. We've lost it. But how do we go back? How do we find that thing that we've lost? It begins with you and I. Let's do some introspection. Let's try and find us within us. Let's go back to what we used to be and refine that. Well, as we continue to think and dialogue and do some introspection, I remain the woman with super crazy faith in God. I know God created me to be great. I know God gave me something, some power in there, some compassion, some heart, soul, body, everything that I need to function as a true human being, as a child of God. And He also gave me wisdom. And with that wisdom, I pray to God that we all learn how to use it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.